I used to love Oprah, like most of us who grew up when we did. And only now did I realize I've been getting spoon-fed propaganda from this woman for years. I always took her little setup packages as gospel. You know, before I was a reporter, I never even thought to question whether Oprah might be intentionally misleading me. Then last night, the dawn came and I was like, oh my God, she is not a reporter. She's a propagandist. She's trying to shove messaging down my throat of whatever she believes, not what's real. So you remember she did that like kind of factual interview after the quote documentary of Michael Jackson?
Yes.
That was so dishonest.
What if the voice millions trusted for motivation, for guidance, for that reassuring you can do it feeling, was also carefully shaping a very specific, very profitable reality? Oprah Winfrey. Her name alone brings to mind empowerment, empathy, and those unforgettable you get a car moments. But behind that widely loved image, quiet questions have lingered about something more complex. A carefully built empire driven not just by inspiration, but by a remarkable understanding of influence.
5 words, Oprah's list of favorite things. So Oprah released her annual list of favorite things, and as usual, there are lots of expensive stuff. $1,000 pizza oven, $590 drip coffee maker, $80 of luxury salt. Sadly, no proposal from Stedman. Kat, do you think she went over this first to make sure it wasn't too extravagant?
You're missing the best one.
What?
Okay, it is a little journal, and it's called I'm Dead, Now What? Important information on my belongings, business affairs, and wishes. Hand this to someone at Christmas, I dare you.
She built an empire on empathy. But was every tear, every heartfelt confession, and every moment of triumph truly spontaneous? Or was there a more deliberate hand shaping the story? There's no denying Oprah's talent as a storyteller. Still, some critics believe that skill sometimes crossed into something closer to persuasion. Her ability to guide a conversation was unmatched. You could see it clearly in how her shows and interviews handled sensitive topics, like the widely discussed interview special after the Michael Jackson documentary Leaving Neverland, where some viewers felt the narrative leaned toward a specific, emotional response rather than a completely open, objective exploration.
What do you say? Like, This made me think of you. You're probably not going to be alive much longer. Merry Christmas. Oprah, if she did go over this, she is a sick.
Yeah.
She did not raise any of those accusers' serious compromising facts when she had them right there. Maybe they're telling the truth, maybe they're not. But as a journalist, you have to at least ask. You know, you've got multiple lawsuits against his estate, sir. Might that be an incentive to lie? Didn't ask. You've got these accusations against him. You had a book that you were supposed to produce about Michael Jackson in the context of litigation where you were required to turn this stuff over, and you lied saying that you didn't have it. And you only got found out because Random House and these other publishers admitted you shopped it to them and turned over the metadata to Michael Jackson's estate.
Her famous favorite things list, an annual holiday tradition, also drew its share of criticism, often pointing to a sense of disconnect. Imagine opening a Christmas gift that bluntly reminds you of your own mortality. At one point, Oprah's list included a journal titled, I'm Dead, Now What? Moments like that, along with promoting ultra-expensive items like $1,000 pizza ovens, led some people to question how closely she's still related to the everyday viewers who built her audience.
Some of the biggest issues that are pulling us apart at a time when I believe we all need to be coming together.
You still have your whiteness. That's what the term white privilege is. It means that whiteness still gives you an advantage no matter what.
This lady became very rich off some very poor white people who watched her every single day in the middle of the day.
It's not a conversation, it's a condescending lecture.
This sense of disconnect seemed even more noticeable during real-world crises. After the devastating Maui wildfires, Oprah appeared alongside Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to launch a relief fund. But it quickly sparked criticism when people realized they were asking the public to donate despite their own massive wealth. Questions soon followed about how much they personally contributed, how the money would be used, and what the fund's long-term impact would be, leaving a cloud of doubt over what was meant to be a charitable effort.
Tyrus, so you got salt, you got cheese, you got pizza.
Barry, I'm going to stop you there.
Yes.
I treat this like the list I get from my kids. They send me emails because they know when I laugh in their face, it hurts. Anyone who wants a $1,000 pizza oven, you're gonna get what Kat picked out. Like, that's the greatest gift you can give somebody because you can't return it. Because returning it, oh, you think you're immortal? You think you're better than us? Like, get your affairs in order. That's the great, you stole the show. They wanted me to talk about a dog towel. That a towel's a towel. Great job. That's the best gift ever. And Oprah has never read this, just like I don't read the list from my kids send me.
Then there's her ever-expanding move into the wellness world, a shift that really blurred the line between empowerment and business. Oprah's deep involvement in this space marked a major evolution of her brand. Her connection with Weight Watchers, now WW, went far beyond a simple endorsement. She became a major shareholder, and her public statements were known to move stock prices, drawing criticism from those who felt she might be benefiting from the very diet culture she was promoting.
The only time she laughed last night, because you're so right about her team, like, controlling this cackling, was when she talked about the idea that she might shoot a home invader with her handgun.
We have
and
that.
She laughed.
We have that one. Watch.
When you said you have guns, no, at the debate.
I'm a gun owner. Tim Walz is a gun.
I did not know that.
If
And I thought
somebody
that was
breaks in
powerful.
my house, they're getting shot.
Yes, I hear that. I hear that.
Probably should not have said that.
But
my staff will deal with that later.
She's not funny. Like the pretend laughing is so, like, Oprah's pretending to laugh. And by the way, can I just say, I'll let you finish your point on the gun, but the Oprah effect is...
Beyond WW, her powerful platform also helped elevate figures like Dr. Mehmet, whose medical advice later faced heavy scrutiny from the medical community. She also played a key role in popularizing The Secret, a philosophy that inspired many but was criticized by others for its victim-blaming undertones and its pseudo-scientific claims about manifesting reality.
I looked at this list, and you know what wasn't on there? Anything about Maui, right? At one point in time, she and The Rock made that video to try to help out everybody who was hurt by the fire. And then that was just quickly discarded. She's like, okay, that didn't work. Who wants slippers? You want slippers. You get a pair of slippers. You're all getting slippers.
This raises an important question. Was this expanding wellness empire truly focused on promoting holistic health for everyone? Or was it more about tapping into social anxieties and self-improvement trends, packaging them under the trusted Oprah brand? Critics argue it leaned toward a kind of toxic positivity, where complex problems were often simplified into easy, individual, and sometimes expensive solutions.
So it used to work for her to go out there and say, like, the Oprah Winfrey Show, Tom Cruise, right? And you'd be like, Tom Cruise, because television was different.
Oh, 100%.
It was just different. You could take that kind of behavior in your living room and it wasn't quite as jarring. I had such a different experience of her last night. The yelling, her quintessential Oprah thing. I was like, what is she doing? This feels affected, forced, and it's making me uncomfortable. We pulled together just a few examples.
Thanks for joining us for this very special event, Unite for America!
Oprah Winfrey's influence as a cultural gatekeeper has, for much of the past 3 decades, been nearly unmatched. Her book club didn't just promote books, it turned them into cultural phenomena, shaping bestseller lists and influencing what millions chose to read. Her endorsement alone could launch careers, as seen with figures like Dr. Phil, who moved from being a guest on her show to becoming a major television personality with her support.
Right, which appears to be what Oprah's doing for Maui. It seems like she and The Rock just did that one video, and really, the people of Maui, they got screwed.
I anticipate a letter to the show saying, The Rock donated $20 trillion to the fund, and then you're going to have to apologize.
Oh, I will say I'm sorry immediately. It's like this thing in Maui happened, and then
still talking about Maui.
I am, because everyone just quickly moved on.
No, that's a good point, too. That is a good point. It is a story that kind of just faded.
So basically what you're hoping is at least she would have left them the pizza oven.
Yeah.
Right?
But with such immense influence came potential downsides. Critics argued that this level of control could unintentionally create an echo chamber, a kind of Oprah-approved culture where alternative or dissenting voices had a harder time breaking through. The James Frey A Million Little Pieces controversy, where his supposedly true memoir was revealed to be largely fabricated after her strong endorsement, sharply exposed the risks of this kind of centralized cultural gatekeeping.
Valorization of herself.
So true.
It's so disgusting. And then to watch the likes of Julia Roberts up there on her Zoom. Oh, Madam Vice President. Oh, and by the way, hi, Oprah. And Oprah's like, hi, Oprah. Don't I get more? And she's like, well, we just saw each other. You know, this whole idea that it's this clubby elite group of celebrities who are deigning to speak with the great unwashed about the future of this country.
That electrifying speech at the 2018 Golden Globes, a passionate call for a new day, had commentators and the public buzzing about the idea of President Oprah. For a brief moment, it even felt like a real possibility. But was it simply a spontaneous expression of civic-minded sentiment? Or was it a carefully crafted public moment designed to further elevate her already powerful image?
Yeah. I never considered the question even a possibility. I just thought, oh.
Right, because it's clear that you don't need government experience to be elected president of the United States, right?
I thought, oh, gee, I don't have the experience. I don't know enough. I don't know. And now I'm thinking, oh.
She's joking, of course, but there are worse ideas. See that rebuttal to Trump? Out of ideas, the Democrats rebooted Mayberry RFD. But Oprah's an icon who, unlike traditional politicians, could match a wild card like Donald Trump. And if she won, she could give everyone a free car.
Oprah's occasional proximity to politics has often felt like a will she, won't she dynamic, an ambiguity that's been carefully maintained. While she has made influential political endorsements, the idea of her running for office has remained an intriguing but unrealized possibility. In doing so, she's been able to retain wide appeal without stepping fully into the divisions that come with partisan politics.
Do you want to be right or do you want peace?
Yeah,
that was another huge lesson for me. Do you want to be right or do you want to have peace? And I didn't realize in all those years when I know I'm right. I know I'm right. I am right. I even had a T-shirt that says, I know I'm right. That's an egoic move.
She's long been seen as the undisputed queen of vulnerability, openly sharing her struggles and inspiring millions in the process. But in today's world of carefully curated online personas, how much of that realness was truly spontaneous and how much was a finely tuned, carefully managed performance? Some media analysts have even suggested that Oprah's authenticity was, at times, strategically structured, with emotional moments timed for maximum impact. Her carefully shaped public image has also faced scrutiny when viewed alongside her ties to powerful circles. Questions have occasionally been raised about individuals within those networks who later faced serious allegations, sparking broader debates about awareness, responsibility, and whether her brand of empowerment always extended to confronting uncomfortable truths within her own sphere of influence. For decades, her voice carried enormous weight in television culture. But in a fast-changing media environment, with more skepticism and a flood of competing voices, there's a growing sense that the once unshakable Oprah effect may not carry quite the same force it once did. Still, her story is far from finished, but perhaps it invites a closer, more critical reading of the narratives shaped by those with great influence.